Hi Varun, welcome to ELD Talkies. Why don't
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How is everybody at home?
So far, so good.
That's nice.
Kids are a bit irate, but otherwise, we're okay.
Nice. So, why don't you introduce yourself to everybody who's listening to us? As I'm sure everybody knows you as the cruise guy.
Well, I hope they do. Um, and I hope they remember me because it's been a bit of a time in silence.
Yeah.
But my name is Varun Chadha. I'm the CEO of Tyron Travel Marketing. Tyron, for those of you who don't know us, pioneered the concept of cruising in India 27 years back now.
Wow.
And we brought in the likes of Royal Caribbean, Celebrity, Azamara. We're still with them for 27 years and, eager to get back.
Everybody is. So, like with the current scenario, like the international flights and all are resuming one by one. Everybody's opening the borders, hesitant, of course. But how are things looking up with the cruise liners? Do we have any update there?
So we actually do from the last time we spoke.
Right.
There are some cruise lines that have started cruising already.
Okay.
As of, I believe, this month.
Okay.
Right. So in parts of the world where the virus has been contained,
Mm-hmm.
there are some companies, that have started their expedition cruises, for example.
Okay.
Right. So that's a smaller format. It's a little bit more intimate setting.
Mm-hmm.
But they, I believe, are going to get their entire fleet out to start cruising pretty soon. They're nearly at about 70-80% of their fleet cruising.
That's nice.
Given another month and they'll be up to 100% occupancy, I think, with their 12, 14 ships. So that's really good. There's another company, a German-based company that's announced cruising,
Okay.
just around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to keep our eyes, on them and hope them the best. There's also an Asian company
Okay.
that's going to start cruising, I believe, again sometime now in Asia, right?
Okay.
It might be a little different format from the way people have seen it,
Okay.
but hey, what the hell, I mean, we got to get going,
I know, I know.
you
How
know.
do you look at it? Like, like for most of the cruise as a concept is for the entire family. So we are looking at elderly people, we are looking at children, we are looking at all segments, age groups covered. And with Corona, we have all these, you can't travel with elders, you shouldn't have, those guidelines are there. So how do we look at it going forward?
So, I mean, it's going to be evolving, right?
Right.
And and there's a myth there in that cruising is only for the elder,
Okay.
right? If I was to give you a statistic for the Indian audience,
Mm-hmm.
our average cruiser age is about 37 years old,
Right. Right.
right? So that's just a stat that I want to put out.
Right.
Now the part comes on how do we ensure,
Families.
safety and hygiene and
Right.
an experience,
Mm-hmm.
right, that would be worth pursuing, you know during these times. And I'm not saying now, but even in the very near future, or the future,
Right.
right. There's a lot of work that's going on, actually. We've, as a cruise line, we've recently formed a committee,
Okay.
right, which is based out of the US. And this has got former governors, it's got former CDC officials,
Mm-hmm.
it's got epidemiologists,
Mm-hmm.
it's got people from their fields that can really help us.
Your camera is turned off.
Yeah, no, that's a call, sorry.
Okay. Okay.
Um, there are experts in their field and in these fields, right, of hygienes, right, where they've come to form part of our panel, and they're going to poke holes and literally go through,
Okay.
right, some of the plans that we've laid out together
So
for a healthy
there'll
return
be
to sailing, like we call it.
the SOPs in place. Is that what you're trying?
Exactly. So we've already worked a lot on the SOPs, and they're
Okay.
going to sort of poke holes, challenge us, not only on the thought process, but also on the implementation side. And these are obviously people who are from their respective fields that add value.
Right.
Right. So it's really important that we get external opinions rather than just our own opinions, right? Because we might be blindsided. You know. But
So,
having said that, I mean,
sorry, yeah,
sorry,
go
go
on.
ahead, go ahead.
I was saying currently, like, earlier there were these numbers we could see on the screen, right? And we were scared, okay, it's spreading. But now we all know of five, six odd families who are facing COVID at the moment. So it's only getting more aggressive in the current scenario. So, like, how do we get back? Everybody has their bags packed. I know that. Everybody is just waiting for a green signal. So, if you could just
Listen, the fact of the way I look at it, right, is that this is something that's here. It's not going to go away in a hurry,
okay,
right? So we've got to learn to live with it.
right,
And if you look around you, people are learning to live with it. I think one of the things that we have to shed is the fear of it,
right,
right? We can't live in fear. We have to be cautious. We have to take the right step. We have to
yeah,
be informed,
yeah,
but we can't be stupid,
yeah, yeah.
right? Because that's not going to lead to any benefit,
So let's
right?
talk
You're only
about how we can plan. Like, why don't you suggest the people who are listening, like, going forward, if we are looking at a destination wedding or a milestone, which liner would you suggest an Indian client to,
So here's where the informed parts come in, right? And I think people have to do their own homework. People have to do their
Okay,
own research
okay,
because at the end of the day, people have to be comfortable,
right,
right? You
right,
have to be comfortable in the service provider, right? Whether that's the destination, whether that's a hotel, whether that's a cruise line, whether that's the mode of transportation,
right,
whether it's all. You have to be convinced in that they align with what your expectations
right,
are.
right,
And again, expectations could be very different. I mean, from some of the research that we see, obviously safety comes, safety and hygiene is topping it, but then there are a lot of other considerations that come part of it.
okay,
It doesn't stop only at safety, because that safety means, listen, you're going to check into a hotel and never leave it, never leave the room of your hotel, right? That could be the first level of safety. But is that an experience that you would pay for to get out of your house and do? Maybe not. Right, so I think everyone has to be very informed. Everyone has to take their own precautions. Everyone has to look at the SOPs, look at some of the infrastructure, look at some of the experiences that the experience themselves have laid out.
right,
Right, we already see some form of travel. Right, maybe not so apparent in our parts of the world, but in other parts of the world, countries have opened up.
like you've
Europe, case in
recently
point.
launched celebrity cruises, so why don't you put some light on that? Like, how are we looking at, giving that experience to a client wherein they can feel like a celebrity, maybe?
Yeah, so one of the parts is, for example, when you talk about celebrity, we won't let you check in
Right,
maybe to an inside cabin. We'll
right,
only give you cabins with balconies,
okay,
right? So that there is some ventilation, for example,
okay,
right? So that's a great point to talk about, to take home, right? Where
okay,
everyone gets a personal view of the world, right?
right,
Of the oceans as you pass the world by,
right,
right? So that's an example. Also, what I see personally is that we don't see ourselves come back with 100% capacity immediately. When we
of
do come
course,
back, right, it will be 30, 40, 50% occupancy. So there will be that attention to detail that people can expect when you're
okay,
on board.
okay.
Not only from a hygiene and a safety perspective, but also from a consumer experience
Like, you're
perspective.
trying to say they
Bec-
won't get lost in the crowd, they'll be more focused.
they won't get lost, and we won't take away from the idea. Is not to take away from their experience.
Right,
We have to remember that we are in the vacation business,
right,
right? Or you're in the wedding business.
right,
But if you're going to tell someone, hey, listen, keep your hands behind you, don't dress up, and be, covered from head to toe,
no, it
it's
doesn't make
it's not
sense.
an experience.
Right. So
It's
these
not an
days,
experience
when
that many
I
people are going
get
to
an
want to
inquiry,
do.
I
Yeah.
just tell them that till the time the people don't drop at a wedding, at a cocktail, I don't want to celebrate such a celebration, because I want everyone
Correct.
falling and celebrating, going mad at one of my
Correct,
weddings.
correct, and that's the occasion, right?
Yeah, it's your
So
lifetime. You wait for it. So why end it with 50 people? Or even if you're doing that, then there should not be any restrictions. You can wear what you want. You can drink. You can party.
So correct. How do you now? So now the real challenge is how do you manage this, and you have to manage both the expectations and the delivery,
Right, right.
right? Like you just said, you set the expectation, saying, "Hey, listen, I don't want to do half-hearted. I want to go all the
Yeah,
way."
that's
Right now, I
true,
have to figure
right?
out when is the right time to go all the way, which is important, right?
Right, right.
Uh,
All right, Varun, thanks for your time, and it was lovely chatting with you. I hope people can take some insights from our little interaction.
thank you so much.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you. Thanks. Bye. Bye.
Bye.